Futurecast, a wet Monday here in parts of southern New England as this weekend's warmer temperatures have given way to showers. But how long will this wet weather stick around?
For more on what we can expect to see over the next day or two, let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca. Tony.
Boy, what a big swing in temperature from yesterday to today. Still tracking cold, raw, and wet conditions on live pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. You see some areas of orange and yellow coming up from the bottom of your TV set. That is some slightly heavier rain. To play this back one more time, you can see this one heavier band now moving into Washington County, western Kent County. This is all tracking off to the north and east, getting ready to head up towards the upper part of Narragansett Bay and into Warwick very shortly. So at times it's light rain, other times it's heavy, and there's more activity south of Long Island, New York that has to come through during the overnight hours into early tomorrow morning. At times some downpours. You can see reduced visibility in Providence right now. The temperature is 40. Talk about raw. The wind chill now running at only 33 degrees. Winds northeast at 12, but they're gusting 25, even 30 miles per hour along the south shore. So just more of the same, periods of rain. Even the rumble of thunder is possible after midnight as temperatures drop or actually hold steady in the upper 30s to lower 40s. I do expect some of this wet weather to extend for the early portion of the morning commute. We'll talk more about that. The 7-day Futurecast coming up in just a bit.
Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, in terms of temperature, early spring here in southern New England is the roller coaster season where you can be 65, almost 70 one day, and then only 40, 45 the next. So big ups and downs, but eventually as we trend, deeper into March, April, and May, they start to see less of that fluctuation. Live pinpoint Doppler 12 radar, very active, tracking widespread rain, and at times heavy. You can see some elements of orange and yellow in the southern part of the state. Play this back one more time. In the last couple of hours, this is now tracking through western Kent County, out through Exeter, all moving to the north and east. Initially, or for now, just some light showers across the northern part of the state. I do expect some of this heavier rain to start filling in, heading towards Woonsocket, probably next 30 to 45 minutes. And there's more activity south and west of Long Island, New York, area of low pressure storm system offshore, and more moisture during the overnight and early tomorrow morning. So more than likely, it is a wet morning commute. You see reduced visibility in Providence now with some rain, temperatures upper 30s to low 40s, including 43 in Westerly as well as New Bedford. A storm center area of low pressure, actually two of them. Of course, there's one across the Great Lakes, but it's the one offshore responsible for the gloomy weather. To the north of it's producing an east-northeasterly wind. We talked about this earlier. It's a terrible wind direction this time of year. Now, as we get deeper into spring, the air is warming up, but the warm-up process with the ocean is a lot slower. So temperatures offshore only upper 30s to low 40s, and with that wind coming in east and northeast, it's bringing in this cold, raw, damp weather off the ocean. And also, even though we're getting closer to spring, up in Canada, it's not like a light switch where everything blossoms and it's nice and warm. There's still a reservoir, a snowpack, and an ice pack up across southeastern Canada. It's still cold, and with Canadian high pressure anchored right about here, this is usually the delivery system of bringing in some colder air from southeastern Canada into southern New England. So even though the calendar says we're warming up, every now and then some of this colder air just over the border wants to sneak in during the early spring. That's why you get these big fluctuations in temperature. But we'll moderate a little bit for midweek, but I don't see any 70s this week. Take a look at the Futurecast starting off this evening and overnight. All this orange and yellow color indicating some downpours, perhaps a rumble of thunder overnight. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., kids heading out to school, heading out to work. It's wet. Upper 40s to start the day, and then during the afternoon the rain is not as widespread. This is 2 o'clock. I'll still keep a shower in the forecast with gray skies and damp conditions, but clearly the thrust of the rain is mostly during the morning. It's not as numerous or widespread, so by the afternoon and evening hours, outside of a few showers and sprinkles, I don't expect widespread rain like we're getting right now. Then by tomorrow night, we are cloudy, humid, and cool with the temperature coming in at 45. We'll take you underneath the clouds here, looking at some of the rain overnight tonight, and then during the pre-dawn hours. Notice tomorrow morning will begin at 5 a.m. with some rain. You see some flashes of lightning off in the distance, perhaps the rumble of thunder overnight. So best shot of some rain would be during the morning. Temperature at 45 and cool on a northeast wind. And then during the afternoon, still a chance for some scattered showers, but we think there'll be some lulls and some dry periods in between as well. So I don't think it's raining every hour of the afternoon tomorrow. Temperatures topping out in the lower 50s. 7-day futurecast. Wednesday day is a lot milder, 59 degrees, and the daylight hours should be okay. Doesn't look too bad. It's probably Wednesday evening and Wednesday night we'll get some scattered showers. So fine during the day. Take a look at St. Patrick's Day Thursday. We are dry during the day, some scattered showers at night, mid-50s. Not bad for Friday. We're bright but very cool on Saturday. Early call right now is for a system to bring us some rain on Sunday, and a temperature at 45 to 50 over the weekend. So temperatures do moderate midweek, but not the warmth that we had last week.